It's like, let's say you have a bunch of memories from your past that are associated with emotional pain and they keep recurring. That's a good example, because what that means is that you have
some trauma.
Yeah, well, we could define that even. So you feel negative emotion when you lay out a desire in the world and it doesn't manifest itself, right? So you're disappointed. Okay, so what does it mean? It means you didn't know how to master that place and time. So maybe you were bullied in high school, and it means you didn't know how to socialize with people properly. And now you're afraid of people. And so these thoughts are always coming back about how you were bullied in high school and how terrible that was. And it's like, why are the thoughts coming back? And the reason is that the systems that produce anxiety are regarding your inability as a threat. They're saying, there's a threat, there's a threat, there's a threat. You don't know how to deal with people. There's a threat. And it's never going to go away because it's an alarm system. It's trying to tell you about threats. And so then what you have to do, and you can do this with a therapist, is to figure out, okay, how did all that bullying come about? What, if anything, did I do to make myself vulnerable, or what situation made me vulnerable? How should I interpret that and then change my perceptions and actions so that that isn't likely to happen in the future ever again? And then that'll go away, because people think the purpose of memory is to represent the past. That's wrong. The purpose of memory is to stop you from doing the same stupid things over and over. Right. So, yeah, well, of course, right? Why remember the past? So the future is better. That's why. And so if you have a lot of things about, if you're living in the past and you're plagued by things, then you're stuck back there in some ways. You haven't mined the experience for everything that it could teach you. And so it's when you have a bad experience, your body reacts first, and then your emotions react, and then you think about it. But sometimes it never gets past your body or your emotions. It's just, it never gets processed past then. You're molested as a kid. It's like, how the hell are you going to think about that when you're a kid? Your uncle sexually molests you. It's like, this person who I'm supposed to trust, who's an adult, which I will be at some point, has done this terrible thing that I don't understand, that I have to keep secret. You think you're going to think about that when you're 4? You can't even think about that when you're 30. So it's like stuck as an experience of terror. It's stuck there. And then maybe, you're 25 or 26 and you're kind of plagued by this. You got to go back and you got to think, okay, it's a terrible thing, because you need to develop a philosophy of evil to deal with something like that. It's like people are malevolent. Right. And so are you. And that's a rough thing to learn, but you better learn it, because you'll be able to orient yourself in the world properly then, even though it's